Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another vlog. I'm so happy that you are here. If you're new here, my name is Audrey. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, join our fun community over here. I talk a lot about crocheting and crafts and books and reading. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I just have a lot of kind of random things, but mostly crocheting, crafting, all the things. I've actually tried to film this intro a lot. It's Sunday afternoon and we had a busy, fun morning outside at the park and getting coffee. We went to Michael's, which is what we're going to talk about. And then I was just sitting down to crochet and then the doorbell rang. Someone was coming to pick up something from Marketplace, so I did that. Then I was talking to the neighbor. So now I'm back and I'm going to make this quick because I want to sit back there on the couch, drink my ice cold sparkling water and do some knitting. In my last video, I was saying how I wanted to take a break from crocheting. I had a big market that I've been prepping for, and so I did take a break from crocheting. I did start a crochet blanket, but I didn't work very much on it. I was just not motivated. I was just not in the mood to crochet or knit or anything like that. But last night I was on Pinterest, as you do. It's been a while since I've been on Pinterest, just scrolling through, and I was like, I really want to knit. I don't know what I want to knit, but I want to knit. And so I was scrolling through and I saw this ad for this book on Amazon. So I go to Amazon and it said if you order it in the next 40 minutes, it'll be delivered tomorrow, which would be today. And I've done that in the past before, but it doesn't ever work out that way. It's always delayed, or it takes an extra day or two before it actually comes. So I was like, I'll believe it when I see it. I was like, I'm still gonna go ahead and order it. So I did. Like I said, we were out at the park today, and so I checked Amazon and it said it's out for delivery. And I was like, what? It's actually here? So it was the perfect timing. So we stopped at Michael's, we came home, I put Ava down, it was delivered. So now I'm here to start a fun new project. And this is the book that I got. This is a pattern book, obviously, for toys, like animals and more like plushies, stuffed animals. So I haven't ever actually knit like a stuffed animal or toy or anything like that. I do all that crocheting because crocheting is faster, easier. You use, big bulky yarn. This one specifically, it does use fingering weight yarn. I'm going to use worsted weight. So we'll see how it goes. They look pretty simple. I did start a while ago a like fox or something, like a knitted one, and you use DPNs, and it was fine. I was getting it, but it was right in the middle of market prepping and everything, so I didn't feel like I had the time and mental space to like figure that out. So but I've been really wanting to knit like a stuffed animal or something. I'm gonna start by making one for Ava, for my daughter, but I saw this book and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. So there are so many. I've been looking at it, just the cutest little stuffed animal. So this is the one that I'm going to make. So you just make like a flat panel and then you just kind of like sew it together to make it like that. So very easy, at least it seems like it. So I'm really excited to get this started. So like I said, we did go to Michael's. So I did pick up some just basic acrylic yarn, just fun colors. So I got like this pretty green and a blue, this pretty purple. You're having a buy one get one half off, so I did get 6 different colors. I got these 3, and then I actually didn't have straight needles, so I did get that. I got a 3.5 millimeter. The pattern calls for 2 millimeter, but fingering weight yarn. I'm going to use worsted weight with 3.5, so they will probably turn out much bigger than in the pattern. I also got some embroidery threads. I don't think they have any, just to embroider the faces and stuff. So I'm really excited to get this started. Now that it's been like at least a half hour since I put Ava down, I am kind of like wanting to rush through so I can like get started because time is limited with her nap. I don't know how long her nap is going to be today. I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. Like I said, I'm going to make this bear here. That's one that I'm going to start with, but I am so excited. So this is called Quick Knit Baby Toys by Juliette Michelet, I don't know. She is French. There are 20 different patterns. They're just like, they're so cute. Like this mouse, I don't want to give the pattern away, but the mouse, so cute. They're just the cutest little animals in here. The little bears and the sailor. This one I want to make next. I think it's so cute. Little sailor guy. They're just so cute. So you just start with like a flat rectangle, then you just kind of stuff it and sew it, and yeah, so I'm really excited to get this started. So I'm gonna sit down. I'm going to just kind of like chill out for a little bit and get this started. I think it's going to be so fun. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna get out some scrap paper so I can like tally the row counts. I have a little row counter, but it's actually, I mean, I could use it, but I'm using it to make socks that I haven't touched in a very long time. I'm just gonna use some paper to tally it up. So I'm gonna be making the bear with hearts. So I'm gonna actually follow this color scheme pretty closely. So I'm gonna do a blue, the green, I'm gonna do white with pink heart, and then the tan. So I'm excited to get that started. Here we go. This is so fun. I love starting a new project. I'm really surprised that I don't have straight needles. I guess I don't really work projects that I need straight knitting needles. Morning, friends. So it's now Monday morning. It's almost 8:30. I can hear Ava starting to stir upstairs, so I'm gonna go get her up, get the day started. But I just wanted to do a little bit of a check-in. So I actually got up. It's been so funny. I got up at 6 this morning, and my watch said I got 8 hours of sleep, so I know that I got enough sleep last night. Anyways, I woke up, came downstairs, made myself a cup of coffee. I was kind of getting a little headache, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take some Tylenol. Typically I try to fight through my headaches. You know, if I woke up with a headache, I didn't do anything, it would just be more of a challenging, difficult day. So I was like, you know, I'll just take some Tylenol. So I made myself a pot of coffee. I took some Tylenol. I came down, did like a little bit of some knitting, and I was like, I'm really tired. So I put my coffee in a thermos so it stays warm. And I lay down here on the couch and slept for over an hour. I fell asleep. So I did not get a whole lot of knitting done this morning, but I'm feeling so much better. The headache's gone. I feel rested. I think I just needed like an additional hour of sleep. So I feel very good. Ava slept in. My husband slept in. I think we all just needed some sleep. We had such a fun weekend, but I guess it was very busy and we all got worn out. But I just wanted to show a little bit of what I have been knitting. I'm honestly really close to finishing. It's so easy. I mean, it's very beginner friendly for sure. And as I'm making this, I'm wondering if I could do like circular knitting needles. So the pattern uses 2mm needles and fingering weight yarn. I'm using worsted weight yarn and 3.5mm. And I'm wondering if I was able to do like 16-inch circular needles. I don't know if I might have like 3 or 3.5. So I think I might try to make it again and see if I could do the circular, just because I don't love purling. I really don't. But this is what I have so far. So basically, which I think I explained yesterday, you just make a panel and then you just sew it together. You stuff it and you just kind of like seam it, and it kind of like turns into a little teddy bear. And I think it's just so cute. Yeah, as I've been making this, I'm like, I wonder if I could do circular knitting needles. That way I could get rid of the purling, and I feel like it would go even that much faster. So I'm gonna finish up this one, then I might try it again and do the circular and just see if it works. I can't imagine it not working because you're just essentially just making a tube. I feel like that should work. We'll see. And then I'm finally sipping on my coffee. It's delicious but getting cold, but I did a little bit more after I woke up this morning for the second time, and did a little bit more. So yeah, so this is what I have. So I just need to finish up the tan color. It's gonna be the color for the bear. This is definitely going to be so much bigger. The pattern doesn't have the dimensions, at least that I found, but I'm imagining like the pattern is probably pretty small. Probably pretty small bear. Mine's gonna be pretty big, but I like that. I think it'll be very snuggly. So maybe at some point I'll make it with the, you know, required with the recommended yarn and needle size and all that. But yeah, this is what I have so far. So I think it's gonna be so cute. Like I had said before, I'm just kind of like following their own color scheme. But the next one, I'm gonna do my own colors. I got purple. I'm just gonna kind of do different colors. I really think it's gonna be really cute. So it's Monday. It's almost noon. We just got back in the door. We went to the dollar store. I picked up some little toys for Ava. She is huge into Play-Doh and Legos. Those are her favorite toys right now. I wanted to just kind of check in and let you know that hopefully during Ava's nap, I can get the bear finished. It's a pretty lofty goal, but I think I can do it. I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. I haven't done any more than what I had shown you this morning, but this is what I'm at. I did find a 16-inch pair of circular needles. I don't know. I think these are a 3.5 because they were in, they're either 3 or 3.5. They actually look a little bit smaller. It might be 3, which could be perfect. They're in my 3.5 bag, but I don't think that they're, I think they're like 3, maybe like 3.25. I had gotten a whole bunch of these from Amazon a long time ago. They had a bunch of kind of like random sizes in the mix. So I think they're like a 3.25 maybe. But either way, I think that they'll be perfect. So once I finish up this one, I'm going to try the circular. I can't imagine it not working. And I feel like that would just be just so much easier and faster even. I'm going to try to power through Ava's nap, see if I can get this done. I'm really excited. These are just, I just am having so much fun with this. Obviously I haven't completed one yet, so I can't give you my final thoughts about it, but it's just so, it's so fun. They're just so cute. And I think if I'm able to do the circular portion of it, it would just go just even that much faster. So because I feel like if it turns out really cute, I'm gonna be making a whole bunch of them, and I don't take much yarn at all. So they are so great with like any scraps or anything like that. So I know that I have a lot of random scrap acrylic yarn. That would be perfect. That is the update for now. So I'm gonna go do some knitting. I'm going to hopefully get this bear done while Ava's sleeping. That would be so much fun, and she would love it, and she wakes up. And then I would want to make just a whole bunch more because they are very fun. So I'm gonna go see what I can accomplish during nap time today. Okay everyone, so I just cast off the panel here. So this is what it looks like. So the hearts are upside down. So in the pattern, the hearts are upside down. I think that is really cute. So this is gonna be the top of the teddy bear. So I'm just gonna create like a little circle there. So it's gonna be pretty big, but I think it's like the perfect little snuggly size for a little stuffed animal. So right now I'm going to weave in my ends in the back here, and I'm gonna seam the middle together. Okay guys, I need to make this really quick because Ava's awake and she really wants me to go get her. This is what I have so far. So, okay, I'm loving it, but I also, it's like awful, but I'm here for it. I love it. This is what I have so far. So this is the front. It's a little bit lopsided. I'm going to show you the back so we can have a good laugh together because it's hilarious. But this is the front. I think the arms I made way too small. So the next one I can make them a little bit bigger. The ears are, like I said, a little bit lopsided. I feel like I didn't stuff it quite enough. So the next one I make, I'm going to stuff it a little bit more. So really I need a few ends to weave in. I'm going to show you the back and then I need to do the face. So yeah, next time I make this, there are a lot of things I'm going to be doing different, but this is what we have so far. So like I said, I just need to do the face, but I think it's just the perfect size. It's so cute. I want to say like 10 inches. I don't know. But okay, here's the back. I need to make this quick. I need to go get Ava. It literally looks like a Frankenstein doll. It's cracking me up. The seaming, how she was explaining it was so confusing, and I was like, why is this confusing? I just need to like sew the edges together. They weren't lining up. So yeah, it looks hilarious, but honestly it's okay. It's just gonna be the front. This was like a good practice one just to kind of see, and the next one, if I do it circular, which I should be able to, I don't have to worry about seaming it up in the back. It'll be a lot more smooth. But here's the front. I think it's really cute. It's definitely a first project, a first time sort of project. So I'm okay with that. I'm going to make another one, but this is the back. We can all laugh together. I don't care. Yeah, that's cracking me up. It's really funny. But from the front, it's pretty cute. So I just need to do the eyes. So I'm going to do that at some point when Ava's awake. It kind of looks like a frog. So hopefully I can embroider it to look more like a teddy bear. I think the idea, the concept is really cute. I'm going to put a pause, pick this up later today, and then I will show you the finished project. Good morning, everyone. So it is now, I think what day it is, Tuesday. It's almost 7 a.m. I definitely slept in. I pretty much only just got up. I got some coffee brewing, which you might be able to hear, and I'm so excited for it. I desperately need a cup this morning. So I just let myself sleep in a little bit today, but now I'm here to continue working on another bear. So I'm going to show you the bear that I finished up yesterday. I did give it to Ava. She actually really loved it, which was really cute. And I was like, you know what? It's not perfect at all. She does not care. She doesn't know the difference. So she had so much fun playing with it yesterday. I'm going to insert a few clips now, unless I already have.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Eat the bubbles. Num 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 num. Eat all the bubbles.
But she has loved it, but it was a good first time project to kind of figure out like what I want to do next time. And so here's the bear. From the front, it's actually pretty cute. I do love the size of it. I think the concept is really, really cute. Here's a little bit of a closer look. I just kind of embroidered the face. The ears, they're fine. Next time, the arms, I'm going to make them a little bit fatter so they're not super skinny. And then the back, which you would have already seen, it looks pretty sad. But I went ahead and cast on yesterday, which I feel like I probably showed you yesterday's clips already. But I started by working in the round, and it has made such a difference. I really didn't do much yesterday, much knitting, but it has gone so fast. I don't know why she doesn't have you work in the round, and I'm wondering if maybe for other patterns you do need to work flat to, I don't know why you would need to work flat and not work in the round, but maybe for other patterns it makes sense to do it in the flat and working flat. We'll see, but for this particular pattern, working in the round I think is going to be a game changer. So this is what I have so far. I'm just doing different colors. I was debating whether or not to do purple or yellow, but I'm just gonna make a whole bunch of just really fun ones. Like this is what I have so far, so I'm going to work away on it. Like I said, it goes so much faster working in the round. You don't have to do purl. I don't hate purling. If I cannot do it, I would prefer, but if it's part of the pattern, it's fine. But just being able to work in the round, so then that way I won't have to seam it up and it look like this. Good coffee this morning. Let's get to it. So I just finished up knitting the tube. I'm going to go ahead and take it off. This is going to be a really cute bear. I can tell. I love the purple. It's kind of like a, not tweed, I don't know what you would call that type of look of it, but I think the purple is really cute. It's 8:30. I don't know if I said the time. Ava's still sleeping. I feel like she should be up any minute though. I'm going to go ahead and take this off. The rest of it is so fast, so easy. I think I could do it while Ava's playing and stuff, but I'm really excited to have it done. I think this is going to be a really cute one. I'm excited for this one. They're so quick. They're so quick. I literally started this last night and it's done. Well, almost done. Okay, there is quite a lot of ends to weave in, everything like that. So I'm gonna try to get that done and then go get Ava, get the day started. Hi friends. Okay, I was coming down here to do like a little update check-in and I had pressed record. I didn't realize that, and I was like texting my husband. It's been like 2 minutes recording. Anyways, hello. It is now 12 o'clock. Ava's been asleep for a little bit. Actually put her down pretty early today. She was a little bit tired, so I was just trying to like run around the house, like do laundry, do dishes, like try to like get on top of things before I sit down to talk to you and then also start another bear. I am having so much fun with these. So I want to show you the one that I did complete today. Here's this little guy. So I did make this one on not magic loop, on in the round. So I just did it on circular knitting needles and I really loved that. It definitely made it so much faster and my tension was a lot more even. It did make it a little bit bigger actually. Same yarn, same everything, but just maybe my tension was a little bit more looser on the second one. You can tell from the first bear, this is the seam. And then the second bear, it doesn't have that seam. So it is definitely a much better looking as far as that goes. Now, something else that I realized with this one, which is why I'm going to start another one because I feel like I'm still kind of like tweaking how I want it to look. I cinched up the top way too tight. So it created much more of a gather than this one. This one is definitely more flat because there was more space at the top and then you seam it together. This one I cinched it so that there was no space. So I shouldn't have cinched it that tight and should have sewn it closed as opposed to cinching it closed, if that makes sense. So it just made it look a little bit more like a pumpkin head, honestly. So then the ears didn't quite stand out as much. But here's this one. I still think it's cute. Ava loved it. I made this one for Ava, of course. I'm still kind of like tweaking, but I'm going to make another one. I'm going to do different colors again. And instead of hearts, I'm going to change up how I want the shirt to look. I think that's going to be fun. So I'm going to actually go ahead and start that now. I was going to end out this video with the second one finished, but because I didn't find it to be not perfect, because it's handmade, nothing is ever going to be perfect when you're hand making something, but I want to try again without the cinched top. So I'm going to make it again, try it out so the top isn't quite as cinched. Maybe try to make my tension a little bit tighter, the stitches a little bit more close together. I do like how that turned out with this one being a little bit tighter. I still think that they're really cute. Ava loves them. She loves snuggling with them. They're so snuggly. So they'd make a great baby gift as well, because they are safe for babies as far as like no safety eyes or anything like that. So I'm going to make another one. I'm still kind of, you know, tweaking it, perfecting it, making sure that it is what I want it to be and what I want it to look like. But I think it is. I think that they're turning out really, really cute. I really like this. It's so much fun. I should branch out and make another, you know, different type of animal, but I really like the bears. So I'm going to do another one, do different colors, a different style of shirt, just kind of like making that up. I think that they're really cute. So yeah, I was going to end out this video, but then because I want to kind of make yet another one to kind of perfect it in the way of what I think will be even cuter, I figured I would continue the video. So I'm going to try to work on that today and tomorrow. So I'll probably finish out the video tomorrow. So yeah, today's Tuesday. I'll try to finish out the video tomorrow. Yeah, looking at it, I keep looking at it like it looks like a little pumpkin head. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I'll probably finish out the video tomorrow. So I'm going to get another one started right now, actually. But I will update you when I have some progress made. So I'm going to be doing the same thing, just make another bear, just do different colors, different style of the shirt, and then see if I can make it so it's not quite as cinched at the top. Okay, so it's a little bit after 1. Ava will probably be up any minute, so I'm going to take a break, take a pause, and then pick this back up probably tonight after bedtime. So this is what I've got so far. I'm more than halfway through with the like pants portion. I'm really liking the color choices that I'm picking. I'm going to, like I said, pick this back up tonight, and then hopefully tomorrow get the bear finished, get this video edited and out for you. That's the update for now. I will probably talk to you tomorrow. I'll probably honestly talk to you when the bear is completed and done, just because I know this is all kind of like repetitive. I'm kind of like doing the same thing, just like different colors with the bear. But anyways, yeah, so that is that. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, I'm coming on here to wrap wrap up and end this video. I know it ended up being pretty long, so if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. So it is Wednesday morning, I think. Is it Wednesday? All the days are blurring together this week. Yeah, so it's Wednesday morning. It's just past 8 o'clock. Yet again, my daughter went to bed later last night, so she is still sleeping in this morning, so I'm just letting her do that. But I did finish up the bear, so I thought I'd come on here to show you the last and final bear that I made. Let me set my coffee down so I don't spill it. Okay, here's a little bear that I made. So I ended up finishing this little guy this morning. So the only thing is I didn't get the leg stuffed enough. I had stuffed it completely, and then as I started sewing, somehow the stuffing just kind of like went all over, and so this little foot is unstuffed. And how I made it is I sewed up the bottom and the seam in the middle, so it would be nearly impossible to rip it out to restuff and start over. So I thought, you know what, I'm not going to end up selling this. I'm not going to put this one on Etsy just because I don't feel comfortable selling it, because I don't find it to be, not perfect, but I don't find it to be worthy to sell, I guess. But I still think that he turned out so cute. I don't have the other bears to show you because, well, one of them, actually it's over. I'll go get the first one. So I have the first one that I made, this guy here with the seam in the back. And then I made the second one, and that ended up being Ava's favorite. So actually last night she woke up and asked for it to sleep with, which I thought was just so cute. So I had to come down here to get it, and so she snuggled with it to fall asleep. I just thought that was so cute. It just makes my heart so happy, like making something, not even just for her, but for others that can enjoy it, or that it creates some comfort. And so I just thought that that was really sweet. And then I have this guy, so you can see beginning to end, which really this one is still cute, and I like the hearts, but I like the stripes too. I think if I were to do this again, I would do even smaller stripes. I think I did, the first one ended up doing 4 rows, and then the second one is 4, but I think I would do like 2, 2, 2, and then maybe white rows or something. I'm not sure. But I do like working it in the round, so then you don't have to seam it up, and it turns out like a scarecrow Frankenstein doll. And I do find that the magic working in, I keep calling it magic loop, working in the round, it does make them bigger. So I think my tension is looser in the round than working flat, because same yarn, same everything. This one is just a little bit bigger. This one I did stuff it so well, so I'm not sure what happened with this little guy. He's got an unstuffed foot. So for that reason, I'm not going to sell it, just because the foot isn't stuffed, and it just kind of, you know, I don't know. I just don't think that it's, I don't feel comfortable selling this particular one. But if you are interested, I can make some more and post them on Etsy. Just let me know down in the comments below. Yeah, so I had this little guy done. So that's fun. I am going to take a break because I made 3 in, I guess today's day 4. So nearly 1 a day. And I want to take a break from making them, but they are really fun. So I will pick it back up at some point and make some more. So yeah, if you're interested, I can post them on my Etsy. I can make some more to post. So let me know if you are interested. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Like I said, it is very long, but I do appreciate you sticking with me with watching it. I have yet to even edit it, so hopefully I can get it edited fairly quickly. I'd love to get it out by tomorrow, but we'll see. But anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.